Hello, and welcome to The Financial Show, where the focus is totally on you and your money. Money. The mere nature of the subject matter is so strong and compelling, it alone can drive attention and interest to a show, any show, and in fact, this television show. The premise is always money, personal finance, and financial literacy. Knowledge is power is our founding principle and philosophy. And we are here to help you make, save, and preserve more of your hard-earned wealth. At every step of your financial life, you may need help, motivation, or assurance you are heading in the right direction. The Financial Show intends to keep you interested, informed, and entertained with news, reviews, and interviews that make sense and pay dividends. Cut through the small fine print and fuzzy math and relearn how macroeconomics affect your local pocketbook in the new economy. Yours. Be an elite Canadian financial literacy sponsor and support Money Canada Limited with plain and beneficial opportunities to promote poverty alleviation through education. Call 416-360-0000 to advertise on this channel and this station serving the GTA and Golden Horseshoe region. From production to broadcast, Money Media has got you covered. At Money, we understand that the media is the message, and we engage them all in an organized system affectionately known as the five-pronged marketing attack. Hockey great Wayne Gretzky said, "Go to where the puck is going to be." Similarly, we have created an investment marketplace that attracts and retains your exact target market. Let us help you harness social media, dominate Yahoo, Google, Bing, and YouTube, and let our world-class media partners tell your story and spread the word. Learn more about Money Magazine in print, the monthly Money newsletter, Money Media, and the combined strength of intuitive financial advertising, marketing, and sales systems. Download the Money Media Kit or call 1-800-789-1011 to learn more about Money Media, the five-pronged marketing attack, and the systems we use for the money vertical. And now, it's time for You and Your Money. You and Your Money is the culmination and collaboration of some of the top Canadian authors, writers, and bloggers sharing their ideas, thoughts, time, and focus on what matters most in the areas of money and personal finance. Is Money Your Friend? By Tammy Johnston. How do you feel about money? Is it something that makes you happy? Does it bring you joy? Does it make you worry, stress, and fret? Does it make you feel guilty? How you feel about money determines the impact it has on and in your life. Money is a tool. It is totally and completely neutral. Although money does have the ability to magnify what you already are. Money does not make you greedy or selfish, but it makes it much more obvious. Money does not make you generous or prosperous, but it makes the evidence of it much more prominent. The problem most people have with money is that they have conflicting feelings in regards to money. Most people want more money for the positive things it can do in their lives, but have negative beliefs that sabotage them. Thoughts of there's not enough money to go around. Money is the root of all evil. You can't buy happiness. People with money are evil, bad, and unethical. Only greedy people have money. Rich people only care about money. Money doesn't grow on trees. To be rich, I have to be a workaholic, etc., etc., etc. In order to start bringing more money into your world, you have to welcome it. You need to learn to let go of the false negative beliefs you hold about money. Identify what financial thoughts are holding you back and start to change them into positive, moving forward beliefs. I choose to view money as a wonderful, positive, life-changing tool. Money allows me to keep a comfortable home for my family. Money allows me luxuries like travel, entertainment, and toys. Money gives me the ability to financially support my favorite charities like World Vision, Free the Children, and Kiva. Money allows me to have positive hope for the future. So I challenge you to identify what fears you have towards money by finding out what has been limiting your progress, counteracting your efforts, and maybe even dragging you down, you can start taking the right steps to take you to the positive places you want to go. There is a secret psychology to money. Most people don't know about it. That's why most people never become financially successful. A lack of money is not the problem. It is merely a symptom of what's going on inside you.
My name is Paul Wiseman. I am president of Guildhall Wealth Management. Now, our motto is investments that stand the test of time. Today you need hard assets to protect your hard-earned income and your wealth. Gold, silver, colored diamonds, for years and years and years has been passed down as wealth. It's cash, it's money. 10% of the people make 90% of the money. This wealth is created by having precious metals in your portfolio. In the long run, you're going to have inflation. Gold, silver is going to go through the roof. It's going to skyrocket. It's Paul Wiseman calling from Guildhall. Just returning your call, just giving you an update. We take pride in our business. We like looking after our clients. We like speaking to our clients. We like to see our clients make money. Gold has been around for 5,000 years, and it will be around for another 5,000 years.
We've seen a huge drop in the size of the short side of silvers this week.
You can buy it outright. We can deliver it to your home. We can store it for you. Or you can use collateral financing, where you can put up as little as 25% and buy 4 times as much product, so therefore you can make 4 times as much profit in the long run. It's a very easy investment to get into. Call us. We'll walk you through it. We'll answer all your questions. We'll make you feel comfortable. This is a terrific investment, and it will last the test of time.
Recently, we caught up with Gordon Pape at the Financial Show at the Mississauga Convention Centre. Gordon is one of Canada's finest and best-selling financial authors. He is a well-known and a highly respected source that delivers the straight goods. Gordon is the author of more than 20 books on a variety of themes and often acts as the authority on many financial areas of concern. Listen and learn to what Gordon has to say about you and your money.
We've had a better than expected performance on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The start of the year, nobody expected the TSX to do very much, and I don't understand why it has done as well as it has. It was up 2.9% as of the close of trading yesterday, better than the Dow, better than the S&P 500, and that has happened despite the fact that the 2 key sectors of the TSX, financials and energy, are both down year to date. They're both in negative territory year to date. So they represent 57% of the TSX. They're down, and yet the index is up 2.9%. Thank you to the gold producers, thank you to the information technology, and thank you to our very small healthcare sector. Those are the ones that have been driving that, along with the consumer stocks such as Canadian Tire. Okay, next, turmoil in the bond market. As you may have been reading in the media, there's been a lot of turmoil going on in the bond market. It's a case of the year starting out very strong. In fact, bonds did very well in the first few months of the year. There's an article that I wrote in the issue of Money Magazine that you received tonight. When I wrote that a few weeks ago, the Universe Bond Index in Canada was showing a year-to-date gain of 2.69%. Well, just since then, just since I wrote that article, it's down to 1.8%. So we've seen a real pullback in the bond market, and what we could be seeing here finally is the long-predicted death throes of this bond bull market that's been going on for a long time. Next up, we have the duration of the oil shock. How long is this going to go on? Well, I think that the reality is we can expect it to go on for some time. The Saudis seem absolutely determined to get back some of the U.S. market share that they lost. They lost about 2/3 of the U.S. market share when the shale oil really came on stream. And they're determined to get it back. And they're going to drive these shale oil producers down as far as they can. So I think that the energy sector is in for a rough time. I don't think we're going to see any quick recovery out of that. And I think this is an area where you need to be somewhat cautious in terms of where you invest your money. Next, we have an uncertain U.S. recovery. Well, this is supposed to be the year the U.S. stock market and the U.S. economy really took off. Well, the first quarter, as you know, was a disaster because of the weather-related problems and other things. Everybody says it's going to pick up. The second quarter is not looking so great so far. The predictions on where the U.S. economy is going this year are all over the map. The latest IMF figures had a gain of 3.1% projected for this year. But the Conference Board was less optimistic. They were projecting 2.9%. Kiplinger's latest update has it at 2.6%. So in other words, everybody agrees that the U.S. is getting stronger, but nobody is quite sure just how strong it's going to end up being when we see the final numbers. That has a huge impact for us in Canada, because obviously the slower the recovery, the more fragile the recovery in the United States, the more difficult it's going to be for us to gain traction. We're going to be trailing behind in any event.
Companies in all industries suffer from bad press, negative reviews or employee stories, and defamatory posts, often through no fault of their own. But how do you reverse a bad reputation once it's out there on the internet? Well, that's where Reputation.ca can help. We specialize in strategies that improve the way your company is portrayed when people research you online in search engines and social media. Our services include reputation crisis management, suppressing negative posts on news sites, consumer complaint sites, and other damaging sources. We're experts at what we do and can get rid of negative posts and reviews that are hurting your business. Contact us for a free reputation analysis by visiting www.reputation.ca or calling 416-934-5023. We offer an industry standard guarantee.
I'm AJ Hinser of Uppercase Realty. Welcome to 45 Park Place. This palatial home, backing onto Uplands Golf and Country Club, is situated on a pool-sized lot and features over 7,000 square feet above grade, plus a full finished basement, for a total of over 10,000 square feet of pure luxury. The stunning kitchen leads to a covered lanai overlooking the backyard and basketball court. Upstairs, the master bedroom will make you feel like royalty, while you can also enjoy a nice evening in your theater room. Extras include wine cellar, double crown molding, stainless steel fridge, stove, 2 dishwashers, washer and dryer. This home will not disappoint.
Call AJ Hinser, Vice President and Real Estate Broker at Uppercase Realty Inc., Brokerage, for all your commercial and luxury residential real estate needs. 416-690-2800 direct or 905-940-8080 24 hours a day.
And now it's time for Best Rate Around. Best Rate Around refers to exactly that: the highest interest rates paid, the lowest mortgage rates offered, and the best rates, rankings, and returns overall.
Did you know?
Not all mortgages are the same. Are you getting the right advice? To get it right, I will work with you to get the right mortgage that suits your needs.
Call Eddie Quindamo at 905-652-3000. Did you know?
Not all mortgages are the same. Are you getting the right advice? To get it right, I will work with you to get the right mortgage that suits your needs.
Call Eddie Quindamo at 905-652-3000.
The company is Canex Financial Exchanges Limited. Canex specializes in gathering, compiling, and redistributing comparative information about products and services offered by financial institutions in Canada. Alex Melvin is the president of Canex. Money was recently granted time at their downtown Toronto offices to learn more about this important and interesting company and their valuable services.
Canex really is an acronym for the Canadian Annuity Exchange, and we've been around since 1984. Started off quoting annuities for the financial services industry in Canada, the life insurance industry, and so on. That evolved into other services as well. The key to all the data we have on the system and the services we provide is that the financial institutions themselves have online access to the Canex database. They provide us with their information, the right rate updates, product features and parameters. So the data contained by Kennex is updated by the institutions themselves. It's accurate, reliable, and timely. Then we do really three things with the data. One is we slice and dice it in a sense and make it available to media, agents and brokers, as well as the participating institutions themselves. So brokers that use our service would be a mortgage broker potentially, or a GIC broker, who gets a subset of the data that's provided by the institutions. He gets or she gets an electronic file from us every morning of interest rates for GICs or interest rates for mortgages, as the case may be. They can then advise their clients to make perhaps a recommendation as to what's a better fit for the client in terms of the rate that would be available from 40 or 50 institutions that are competing for that business, or the product features that might be more applicable for a client in a situation like that, be it a deposit or a mortgage from that perspective. So first thing we do with the data is we make it available to people that sell those products and services. Second thing is we make it available to organizations that publish the data, organizations like Money.ca or other newspapers and websites that publish information. So their readers or subscribers are looking for information at the consumer level. So that information, again, is subsetted. The data can be sliced and diced both geographically and by demographic. For example, we supply interest rate tables to the Halifax Herald. So Vancouver City savings rates aren't very much interest to people in Halifax, but the National Bank's information is as well. So each client gets a customized feed of the data. Again, the key is it's updated, maintained by the issuers themselves. Third thing is the issuers themselves, as they contribute to the Kennex database, have online access to the database. We call this our electronic nudist camp. You show me your rates, I'll show you TDs. So they have a very competitive environment to monitor one another. There's no antitrust or collusive concerns because it's publicly available information, just available in an electronic format on our website or one of our data feeds.
Tell our audience, first of all, what does Frank Flynn and Taxpayer Relief Letters do?
Well, I specialize in writing applications for relief from penalty and interest on federal tax liabilities. And I provide consulting services to ordinary Canadians as well as their representatives, i.e. Accounting practitioners and legal practitioners. I specialize in providing expertise in the area of CRA collections policy, procedures, and protocols. And the bulk of my work is writing applications for relief from penalty and interest for Canadian businesses as well as individuals.
So let's look at who your clients are. What is a specific profile of a client who comes to you for help?
Well, that would be everyone from the ordinary everyday Canadian who has a tax liability that they weren't expecting, or perhaps that they were expecting but are not really in a position to pay immediately. It may be a small business, it may be a medium-sized business. Very often I'm dealing directly with either the accountant or a tax lawyer who is in the process of representing a taxpayer, and I would provide them with specialty expertise in the area of taxpayer relief as well as collections policy, procedures, and protocols.
Hi, my name is Charles Bell. I'm also affectionately known as the Mortgage Killer. Today, Canadians are in debt for billions of dollars. When it comes to debt reduction and mortgage elimination, our unique plan has been proven to be effective for over 27 years. If you have a mortgage and debts, the time to act is now. Today, Canadians are in debt for billions of dollars. When it comes to debt reduction and mortgage elimination, our unique plan has been proven to be effective for over 27 years. If you have a mortgage and debts, the time to act is now. If you want to make, save, or preserve more of your hard-earned money, you need to start today.
Hi there, I'm Martin Bernard from Gino's Pizza. Thank you, Ontario, for your continued support since 1981. We have over 90 locations to serve you right across Ontario. Ordering is easy. Just call 310-4466 or order online or from your tablet. We're one of the fastest growing franchises in Ontario and love to have you on our team. Call me for more franchising information and be your own boss. My name is Martin Bernard, and you can reach me at 647-467-7747.
Okay, so then you get down to the social contract, and here's what my last article was about in the Money magazine. Because the social contract is going to change. The social contract, in terms of the benefits that you get from your governments, already have changed in some parts of Europe. Think of Ireland, think of Portugal, think of Spain, Greece we've addressed overall. But it's also going to happen in other countries like Canada. The debt levels, the sovereign debt levels in this country are 50% higher per capita than they are in the United States. About $18,000 per person and about $12,000 in the United States. We have a big problem in terms of debt in this country. That social contract is not going to be there for us as readily as it might be for the people that are retiring currently. So as a result, you have to prepare yourself. And in part, that's why you have financial planners. That's why you put these things together on the assumption that you have to learn to take care of yourself. But let's build a case, if we can, for growth in the economies. And the American economy, I believe, is in a sustainable position for growth. If you look at what's driving the current economy in the United States, it's the consumer. And a surprising part of the consumer envelope includes automobiles. 40% of the cars in the United States currently on the road are older than 12 years old. That's a huge number. So there's a lot of people that still have to buy cars. If you go down to the United States, the real estate market fluttered for a long time, but if you go to the real hot spots that fell so precipitously, like Vegas, like Phoenix, like Florida, a lot of those are on rampaging real estate bull markets. So the real estate market has really turned around. Maybe not in Minnesota or in Kansas yet, but I suspect that that will improve. And the reason for that is that they're starting to see jobs and real employment growth happening in the United States. So while I'm a little bit cautious on the US stock market, I'd see that as a buying opportunity. Canadian marketplace, even more so, funny enough. In the case of Ontario, which used to be 13 years ago, the driver of the Canadian economy, I don't think that that's the case anymore. Even though our currency has depreciated, which should improve our ability to export, especially manufactured goods in the United States, the value add of the auto sector, which is the biggest growing sector, with possible exception of healthcare and a few tech areas that Gordon was addressing, the value prospect of the auto sector is actually in technology. And Canada doesn't have that kind of automotive infrastructure to really affect our exports on that kind of a basis. That said, the lower currency will help the Canadian economy overall.
Well, a syndicated mortgage occurs when more than one person collectively fund a single mortgage instrument. And more simply put, and specific to our situation, is when several investors come together and they fund a mortgage that gets registered on title for a development project. Now that's really important because the land where the development's happening is a collateral, and every individual that's involved is duly noted on title with their name and the money and the dollar amount they've actually invested.
In print and in full 4-color process, this well-branded Money publication is connected, live, wired, and mobile. Money Magazine Canada is in a considerable growth phase as a niche and in-demand publication that carries considerable weight in both name and content. The premise is always money, personal finance, and financial literacy with a focus on newsworthy information, insight, and ideas that make sense and pays dividends. It is true that content is king, and so financial content is worth money. Allow us to inform, entertain, and educate you on money in a way you are accustomed to online or in print. Money Magazine has been available at Chapters and Indigo for over 5 years. Now you can look forward to the inaugural 48-page edition of Money in Smith's Books and Kohl's with over 120 store locations nationally. Make, save, and preserve more of your money more of the time with the Quarterly Money Magazine, Monthly Money Newsletter, and Daily Money News and live Canadian money video. Enjoy the writings, information, and essays of top Canadian financial authors, writers, bloggers, and advisors with custom photos, images, and illustrations that sell copy. Get regular features like the Investment Marketplace, Best Rate Around, Mutual Fund Review, and the Advisor Channel. We have a license to print money regularly, and we go to great lengths to create a superior product and service. Please enjoy all of our products and services and tell others that would need and want such an important advantage. Learn more about your exclusive opportunity to get Money Magazine and Money Newsletter alongside exclusive Money membership and privileges. Buy this magazine, tell others about it, or advertise with us and support Canadian financial literacy in one way or another. Welcome to Score Up, the nation's trusted credit management company. What is social currency? What does it mean? And how does it affect you? Social currency is all about reputation. More specifically, it is your reputation when it comes to money and finance. In reality, your social currency is your credit bureau, and credit score. All combined, it is your financial reputation. You may have great credit and don't have to worry about a thing. If not, this may in fact help you or someone you know. Average, mediocre, and terrible credit will adversely affect you, costing you tons of money. Learn to save your credit and thousands of dollars in the process. Score Up can actually help you make, save, and preserve more of your money by managing, monitoring, and maintaining your best asset, your credit and creditworthiness. Contact scoreup.ca or call 855-539-6784 for more information.
Okay, well, essentially, there's a ton of builders out there across cities, across Canada, and they all have their own websites, various degrees of types of websites. Some are more effective, some are, a lot of money's been spent, some haven't. And the problem that occurs with that is that consumers, the buyers that are out there looking for brand new homes, have to struggle going through each different website, which is designed differently, lays out differently, some have prices, some don't. All of that information creates a lot of work for the buyers to be able to find it. And then they're driving out to the various show homes trying to find out what opportunities are available. They don't understand the communities. All of that information is a lot of mass info that we've decided to aggregate into one place under newhomelistingservice.com. which essentially is like the current MLS system, but it only has new homes. We do not have any used homes whatsoever because that's the realtor area. We want to protect that for them. We want to specialize just with builders with their products that are brand new only.
Disclaimer: the news, information, data, financial content, advertising, and commentary shared throughout the Money Network should not be taken for or confused with advice or advice giving. Rather, it should be considered general information and subject matter related to financial literacy.
Money, me and my money, you and your money, more for the money. Get news, reviews, and interviews to make it, save it, take it if you want it, just so you know. Welcome to the Money Show.